Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you find yourself in. My name's Gluefoot. I am on a 9-game losing streak in Slay the Spire 2, and I am not happy. Just haven't had the time to, like, sit down and, like, really lock in on a run, which sucks, because I want to win that more. In other news, I have worked a lot this week, and I am very much looking forward to playing a bit more Shadowbringers. When last we left our heroes, we had Alphina rejoin the group, as well as Alize. Brought them back to the Crystarium, and we fought off a Light Warden, and permanently destroyed it, and brought back the Night Sky to Norvrant. We have not completely tackled the Scourge of the Sin Eaters, but we are making progress. Well, the Crystarium seems relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech must have been reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there is something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night won't be quite as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think I shall take a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you've discharged your duty to Braggy, I suggest you do the same. Sleep well, Alan. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Alize both. Am I going to talk with the Warrior of Darkness again? Yeah, no, the Slay the Spire thing is just frustrating, though, because I know comparison is the enemy of joy and all that, but it's like, I like to think that I'm, like, good at the game, but losing 9 games in a row just sucks. I'm trying to, like, play 10 games in a row on each character, because that also gives me, like, a good idea of my win rate, I think. But that means, like, the first thing I've done since the patch is defect. So my goal is to play within a 2-week patch, play 10 games on each character. And I've started doing it all in a row because I felt like when I did it with Regent, it vastly increased my understanding of the character. But on defect, it's not really the case. Like, I'm trying out a bunch of different things, and they're all not working. I'm trying the wrong things. And it sucks. It sucks to experience loss in such, like, repeated forms. I just lost the game. Anyway. Yeah, especially after, like, this week has felt kind of frustrating, like, at work and stuff. It's just... I don't know. It's been a very tiring week, very emotionally and physically. And I'm just, like, not... It's hard to invest in other things, and I need some kind of recuperation that isn't playing video games. I need to go touch grass is what I'm saying. I need to figure out something that's, like, going to rejuvenate me, and I haven't quite found it. I might be exercise, honestly. I haven't run in a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just feeling very in a funk. But I'm trying not to harp on it too much, lest I spiral. What can I do for you? Looking to buy a lantern like every other stumbling soul in the city. I see. Well, Captain Lina can rest assured that any potions I spot coming in will be set aside for the wounded. Hang on a moment. If you're carrying messages for the guard, does that mean you were there then? The battle at Holmeston? A stalwart lad like you may want to pay a visit to the Wandering Stairs and make yourself known. I'm sure Glenard can introduce you to some interesting opportunities. The soundtrack is incredible, though. I did watch Sinners yesterday, as well. I think that may have been part of my tiredness, was I spent some time in, like, a dark room, watching a movie, sitting still. I also ate, like, nothing but junk food yesterday, and that was not good for me, because I ran out of regular food and I have nothing left but snacks. I do need to go grocery shopping. I had a Caesar salad for breakfast because I was able to bring one home from work yesterday. What's the opportunity here? Say hello. More beer for table 2, and a couple of pints of mead for table 3 while you're at it. Oh, I should get a bottle of mead. Coming right up. Sorry, we're rushed off our feet today, sir. Can I get you anything? Drinks are on the house. Oh, that braggy has a twisted sense of humor. I don't get it. What's the joke? To think he'd send you to me at a time like this. First real night in 100 years has folk all riled up and then some. What's more, there was that eater business at Holminster Switch. They say Light Warden was destroyed without a damn trace, and it was the Warrior of Darkness who did the deed. Stares kindly. Wonder who that could be. I really must apologize for Glimmer. He's been almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters, and the rumor of the warrior's appearance was the spark to their kindling. You know how weak eaters are drawn to strong ones, right? Aye, they swarm like angry bees around a queen. You need look no further than Holminster for proof of that. But attacks on that scale don't happen every day, praise the blessed shadow. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and again an eater will leave the pack and prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into on the road if your luck is foul. They're a danger to everyone, so the settlement council puts bounties on their heads. And our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems a few of them were inspired by the warden slaying even more than most. These are the types who have their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays, a class of eaters they've dubbed the cardinal virtues. Virtues show up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago, and when historians heard the descriptions given by survivors, well, apparently they share an appearance with the villains who caused the flood. And if that doesn't send a chill down your spine, they're also reported to be as tough as light wardens. Not the kind of prey you can take down single-handed. Our virtue hunters had all but given up, but knowing the Warrior of Darkness is out there has lit a fire in their bellies. Just look at them. That Hume over there with the oversized sword is grandson. He's in it for revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade-in-arms tenacious as he is. That Mr. lad is Louis Rick. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He's as hard a hunter as they come. He's just lost a partner, and seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That's Sarig. Word is, he's an expert in magecraft to help fight the virtue he's after. Word is, he seeks an expert in magecraft. Ugh. Last we have Giot, dwarf and drunkard both. Wanted to join forces with a healer, and only a healer. Thinking about needing a mender's wisdom. I've seen my share of competent veterans, and you have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters. Who knows? Together you might even collect the bounty on a cardinal virtue. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. You have gained access to role quests. A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, physical DPS, magical range DPS, and healer roles. In order to reach the final stages of the Shadowbringers main scenario, you must complete at least one role quest line. Speak with a virtue hunter at the Wandering Stairs to accept a quest offer. Oh yeah, and then you have the secret, you have a secret, you have like a secret ending if you do all of them, right? Okay, so physical DPS, magical range DPS, we just need to level up a red mage. Healer, astrologian is going to be closest, but I think I can just pick up Sage and do it. Right? Because Sage starts at level 70. Magical range DPS. So the last magical range DPS added was Was that Red Mage? Magical Rose. Oh, Pictomancer. Okay. But I can't get Pictomancer. I need to be level 80 to do that. Can't say I've chatted with you before. Think I'd remember if I had. Seen your fair share of fighting, have you? And very besides. Rest assured I have no secret designs. Name's Grandson. Bounty hunter by trade, mostly sin eaters. When I first laid eyes on you, I had a feeling you were a tough bastard. Sort that must get mistaken for that warrior of darkness folks have been talking about recently. That right? Easy, killer. I couldn't care less who you are or what you've done. The only thing I'm looking for these days is a like-minded partner. Someone willing to join me in the hunt for the biggest prize this side of Northrend. Prize, you'd say. Thought that'd grab your attention. The Kaio sign's the fiend I'm after. One of the so-called cardinal virtues, as folks are wont to call them. Former warriors of light. The esteemed heroes who saved the realm a centuries ago. Dear old Brandon was one of them, I'm told. Stop me if you've heard this all before. Anyway, like his comrades, Brandon died in the process, only to return relatively recently as a sin eater. Better to torment we few who survived their mercy. Needless to say, I aim to put an end to all that. You've heard the pitch, so what's the answer? You interested in hunting the Kaio scene with me? Not a whit of hesitation. I like you, sinner. Nevertheless, I'll need you to humor me and prove you're the dab hand I think you are. For my sake as well as yours. I've heard reports of stray eaters drifting close to the Crystarium. Come with me and put my mind at ease. Okay, I might have to spend some time off stream, doing some of these. Or at least leveling up my other, jobs. Yes, recharge my condition. Very good. In light of the present situation, I've had illumination prepared for all our rooms. No need to rush to the markets for lanterns or candles. Have a pleasant rest, sir.
So it's your lot's turn to be the warriors of darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out.
Yeah. Been watching, have you?
Well, I did warn you. I followed you to Yulmore and then on to Armarang. And I was there when you slew the Light Warden. Those white-haired twins who were with you. I remember them from our battle in the Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin?
Yeah.
Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time? I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
Story time? Yeah?
So this is what the light was hiding. He's here. I must go to him.
Who are you? Okay. Meanwhile, inside an Imperial Magitech facility in the Source.
Intruders! Fan out and find them!
Is Stinian fucking shit up? Yeah!
Out of my way! Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy.
Gaius!
When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the Warrior of Light from the jaws of death? Your armor is most distinct.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places. Van Baelsar in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadow Hunter.
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
Through no choice of my own, they tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause.
Yeah, because all of them are gone.
I swear their receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldessian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Away on another business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
Ooh, are we gonna get to play as Estinian?
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
virus. It kills.
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure.
Search every corner! Rouse the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
Should probably get out of there, mate.
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Sir Estinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once.
Join forces.
Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
Ha! From what I hear, you need all the help you can get. In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radiance said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
Okay. So is he gonna do it? Remains to be seen. Alright, we can deal with a little mystery. Shit. Do something. Oh, begging your pardon, sir, but do you perchance intend to head outside? If so, I would strongly advise you not to stray too far from the Gestapo. The Hazard Yulmore has dispatched its military to Lightland. Given the timing, one can only assume they do not welcome the return at night. Even now, the Exarch is in the ocular, deliberating a response. I remember. Music. Turn that down because the voice needs to, the voice needs to be calmer. So let me see something. You wouldn't happen to be. Yes, of course you are. 'Tis plain from the way you carry yourself. You're just the sort of man I've been looking for. Perfect. Name is Ludwig. I'm a bounty hunter. But not just any bounty hunter, I will have you know. Nay, I am not wont to settle for run-of-the-mill prey. I hunt sin-eaters. Not only that, I have recently set my sights on a particularly notable theme. One of the 4 cardinal virtues, those infamous instigators of the flood itself. Naturally, it will take considerable strength and skill to defeat such a formidable eater, and I am not afraid to admit I cannot do it alone. However, with the aid of equally formidable allies, I'm confident it can be done. And you, my friend, are exactly the sort of ally I have a mind to recruit. Wait, I have money. Lots and lots of money. You'll be well rewarded for your service, on my honor. However, as much as I am certain you are the right man for the job, 'tis only meet that I put your skills to the proof. A simple test should suffice. Pray do not be offended, but you would be shocked how many people present themselves falsely in order to enrich themselves or to impress others. Like you. taking us on to see if he wants us to meet him in Lakeland. Oh, wouldn't you know it? Okay, just making sure. Okay, my quest log is nearly full. I'll need to take care of these at some point. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Had to find the sprint button. Alright.
You have come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a quandary on our hands.
And that would be?
Laxon Loft, here in Lakeland. Yulmore has sent one of its airships. They have questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we speak.
I suppose the sky does rather give the game away.
Indeed. 'Twas inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
My lord, I am come with the Yulmoran emissary. May I show him in?
A moment, Captain, if you would.
They can hear everything we're saying because of the echo.
Everyone, gather round.
Better put up like a cone of silence or something.
I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty. Vanish.
Ah, okay.
Enter. Well, well. The commander of the Yulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Ranjit?
Oh, damn. You can probably sense
The
this.
Light Warden is dead, Exarch. Were your people responsible?
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is Yulmore's interest in this?
His benevolence, Lord Vorthry, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin Eater. Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage,
I'm sorry, what?
my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
Walk around, find out, buddy.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my mind. regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the night sky. If Yulmore considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution. Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
That is bold of you to say.
Folly. The death of one or 1,000 Sin-Eaters changes nothing. The world is dead, and writhe as we might, like maggots in its rotting course, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace.
Really buy that?
But I waste my breath. You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthry. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Yulmore's mercy. Promptly.
Uh-huh. I'll be sure to do that. I like his outfit, though. I want to steal his outfit. Can I get his outfit? Tell me if that's possible in, like, a comment or something if you're watching this later.
Last matter.
Or a DM if
They're
you
searching
know.
for a young artist and his assistant. Know you of whom I speak?
No.
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
Yeah, we didn't tell him about that whole escapade, did we?
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
Yeah, he knows we're here. Blind sense is freaking awesome. I love it.
Am I imagining things, or did he just stare straight at us?
I fear he did.
Okay.
The
So at
general
least
is
we're
not a
all
man
in
to
on
be
it.
trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Yulmore's army since before Vorthry's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin-Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
If Yulmore chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat.
Yeah, of course it is.
While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
It is noble of you to say, Master Alphino, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived.
Yeah, he's kind of right on that one.
Yulmore has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade. The people of the Crystarium know this only too well, which is why, when the time comes, I am certain they will fight to the last man. If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
He may have reason to delay. According to reports, the Yulmoran forces at Laxan Loft were observed taking a prisoner.
Okay.
A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfilia.
How? Oh, is she corporeal?
It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Yulmore before commencing hostilities. Having mentored generations of Minfilias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, generations of Minfilias?
Ah, of course. How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it. I think it best that you seek out Maren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He'll be able to enlighten you. Alphino, Alize, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer on the matter.
All right. Though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
Okay. Interesting, interesting. So we just have to take them on their word that it's like, yeah, it's generations of Minfilias. It's like, what the... I'm not even gonna try to wrap my head around it. I'm just gonna wait for the explanation since it's coming right up. My brain too tired for this. Yes? If you're after the books pertaining to the Warrior of Darkness, I'm afraid you are out. Most are out on loan at present. They are experiencing quite a surge in popularity. Actually, we wanted to know about Minfilia. Oh, you wish to learn about the Oracle of Light? It will be my pleasure to assist. After I've finished off some few outstanding tasks, that is. While I attend to them, perhaps you could fetch me a book. The Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light, it's called. Though it's intended for younger readers, it provides an excellent summary of the subject matter, and the artwork is quite lovely besides. I would not hesitate to recommend it to anyone with an interest in learning about Minfilia. But you must see for yourself. The book should be located on the level below. Should, I say. For while there is a place for everything here, not everything is always in its place, despite my best efforts. In short, if the book is not where it should be, it will almost certainly be somewhere it shouldn't. So, yeah, good luck. Not here. Somewhere it shouldn't be. It'll probably be like under a table. Can't go down there. Just as your eyes begin to blur, they finally come to rest on a copy of the Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light. Can they not read it first? Yeah. Sorry, I'm yawning a lot. Have you found the book? Yes, this is the one! I hope it wasn't too difficult to track down. I'm happy to say I've finished all my pressing tasks. If you want to call your friends over, we can begin the learning at once. Without further ado, then. It began 100 years ago, when the flood of light threatened to swallow Norvrand. Just as all seemed lost, a savior appeared who halted the all-consuming radiance. A maiden with hair spun gold eyes and a maiden with hair of spun gold and eyes of clear sapphire. Naught was known about her save her name was Minfilia, and for delivering the realm, she came to be revered as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden vanished without a trace. But 15 years later, her name would unexpectedly reappear in the annals of history. When Sin Eaters laid ruin to the kingdom of Vobert, a young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's blighted touch. One with hair of spun gold and eyes of clearest sapphire. She was hailed as the Oracle Reborn and came likewise to be called Minfilia. Enlisting in the Yulmoran army, this Minfilia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. So Yulmor, did not always align themselves as Sin Eaters. Alas, like so many other soldiers, she eventually met her end in battle. Yet with her dying breath, she whispered unto her grieving comrades, Minfilia will return. And, true to her words, some years later, another young girl was discovered who possessed the self-same eyes, that self-same hair, and those self-same powers. She too took the name Minfilia. She too fought Sin Eaters as a soldier of Yulmor, and she too fell in battle. Many more were to follow in her footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. And that concludes the tale. By their valor and sacrifice, these women who saved Norvrent on numerous occasions. And were it not for them, we might never have learned of the Light Wardens and their nature. They sound like formidable warriors. Some, perhaps. The truth is rather less simple. Though the Oraclers were born with certain common traits, she does not inherit the memories or knowledge of her previous incarnations. All of the Minfilias thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the ways of war and ignorant of the power they harbored. While some embraced their fate and devoted themselves to training, others did not. But all were made to face the Sin Eaters, and all died to keep our hopes alive. What can you tell us of the current Minfilia? She was found by the Yulmoran army some 10 years ago and taken into their care. Or rather, their custody. She was a prisoner in all but name. But by that time, under Lord Vothry's rule, Yulmor had already abandoned resistance in favor of decadence. Minfilia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, a potential threat to the peace, and so they kept her under lock and key. For a long while, we heard nothing more of her. Couldn't even be certain she was alive, save that it was in the Yulmorans' best interest for her to remain under their control. But then, 3 years ago, a gallant soul stole into the city and rescued her from their clutches, just like a hero from the tales. Indeed. Well, I believe we now have a good grasp of Minfilia's tale. Thank you for your time, Morin. Might I trouble you for a word, Aden? Outside? It was kind of weird and uncanny how Alize looked at me at the same time. Oh, excuse me. As you will have already surmised, that gallant soul who rescued Minfilia was none other than our dear Thancred. They have since been wandering the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we have not yet had a chance to meet them. We know that Minfilia journeyed here as Heidelin's emissary to halt the Flood of Light. It could only be her that the people of the First witnessed 100 years ago, the original Oracle of Light. But while there's plainly some connection between the woman we knew and her namesakes, the fact that these girls do not share her memories must surely mean they are not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. I've no doubt that he understands. The question is how he feels. Regardless, the Thancred we know would not forsake his charge. If she has been captured, we may be certain he will not stand idly by. There you go again, talking in your roundabout way. If you think we should rescue Minfilia, just spit it out. It just so happens I agree with you. Quite clear that Minfilia possesses Hydaelyn's blessing. This Minfilia, at least. And it wouldn't hurt to have a second such individual on our side. Right, Aden? Quite. So you've made up your minds. Exarch, what brings you here? A report and a proposal. First, the report. Our scouts have confirmed that you and Morn forces at Laxenloth do indeed have Minfilia in their custody. For the present, they are holding her there, but we can be certain they will move her to Yulmore ere long. Should that happen, we may be forced to give her up as lost. So if we mean to act, we should do it quickly. Which brings me to my proposal. I ask that you entrust this undertaking to us, the people of the Crystarium. Do you want us to leave her in your hands? Okay.
You are doubtless eager to attempt Minfilia's rescue, and with your combined strength, you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary.
Ah, I see.
'Twas not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you. My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Yulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war. Let none be mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Yulmore.
Sorry for the sniffling.
Some would even call it suicide. And yet my heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years. Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrand deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Yulmor's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do, we will.
Aye, we can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for? We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost, but even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Yulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
Trust you to spoil the moment.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Yulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Yulmor's ultimatum.
Hear, hear!
Hear, hear!
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
And there you have it. If Yulmor wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
Yeah, might as well.
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
My lord, our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure. At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air. Not all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Are you sure we should be discussing military operations in the open like this?
Very good. See to your preparations.
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
Okay. Alright. What do we got? So you'll be joining the guard. But however highly the Exarch thinks of you, you'll receive no special treatment from me. Understood? Where's your salute, soldier? Better. More spirited than the Exarch's feeble attempts, certainly. Now, first things first. You will need uniforms. Go to the crystalline mean and report to Catelys. She will see you measured and fitted. I'm just gonna teleport upstairs. Not gonna bother with manually going. Okay, I have too many tabs open. I keep getting distracted by stuff in my web browser. Ah, there's the last of them. Your friends are being measured as we speak. Right this way. We'll see to it you look dashing. You look your dashing best for your first outing. Done, are you? Let's have a look at those numbers. I see. How goes it? Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid we don't have anything on hand that's already fit. But we do have some few that are fairly close. We should be able to make them work with some minor adjustments. Very well, then. See to it. And have the other uniforms delivered directly to the field. I shall take this opportunity to brief you on the mission. As mentioned earlier, we will deploy Amaro to scatter dream powder from the air. Once the powder takes effect, an elite unit will storm the fortress to rescue the Oracle. Your safe liberation is our sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided wherever possible. I assume we're to be part of said unit. Correct. The unit will be divided into two contingents, one deploying from Fort Job and the other from the Ostal Imperative. You and Alphina will join the former. Aden, meanwhile, will join the latter with me. Before you proceed to your positions, you are to report to Chesamile at Spatirix. She will issue you with a serum to ward off the effects of dream powder. We shall be on our way then. Take care, my friend, and we'll see you in the field. It's quite far to the Imperative, so you may make use of an Amaro from the rookery. After you have collected the serum, of course. Can I go in this way? No. Taking a shortcut. Fall damage doesn't seem to be as bad here for some reason. I don't know if it's just like a level 70 or above thing. Yes, sweetie? Is there something you need? Oh, one of the guard came for your dram, are you? Here you go. A dose of this will keep you firmly in the waking world while your enemies are off in dreamland. Now, if this is your first time, I should warn you. It's bitter as sin. Prince's kiss, they call it, but if you ask me, it should be Crone's kiss. Just aside, the stuff really is foul. Most people gag like there's no tomorrow. If you don't drain every last drop, you're liable to end up taking a trip to dreamland yourself. I must ask you to drink it here and now while I watch. Come on, give the old crone a kiss. Well done, sweetie. I'm proud of you. Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you even enjoyed it. And now you needn't fear falling asleep on the battlefield. Just have care you don't lose any limbs out there, alright? They don't tend to grow back. Well, you haven't seen the healers I've known. They can put in good work. Probably just teleport to the rookery, right? Since the paths can be a bit confusing. Oh, it was just right outside. Alright, well. Yes, what do you require of me? An armor to take you to the Imperative, eh? Holy yawns, Batman. As much as I would like to oblige, all our mounts are reserved for the coming operation. I fear you will have to go by foot. Wait, there might be another way, assuming you are willing to lend a hand. Deep gold weapon coffer. I'll have to take a look at that. And an ether current, yay! I was about to deliver an amaro to Radiscus Round, one of the locations whence the beast will fly for the operation. The tower lies along the route to the Imperative. If near enough is good enough for you, you may take the delivery in my stead. Very good. I shall ready the amaro for departure at once. I might go back to pronouncing it as amaro instead of amaro. A white oak and deep gold. Whatever. Radiscus Round is to the north and west. You can take the road or you can fly. It's up to you. Upon arriving, make yourself known to the sentry and she will give you further instructions. If you should become separated from the Amaro, worry not. The beasts are trained to return to the rookery. That is all. Go well. Oh, cool, I don't have to... I don't have to unlock all the ether currents here to, do this flying part. Yeah, that took me a while to get out. There you are. Oh. Damn it. Didn't quite do that correctly. Let's try that again. I got too eager. Okay, take 2. Mostly want to get up to level 80 so that I can do solo Alexander Savage Unsynced for Cronus. Because I'm on like the last step of that Relic Weapon quest. And I just need to do a lot of grinding, so. Yamaro returned without you. See you deliver it safely, yes. Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm out here getting distracted. I need to stretch. I might, like, need a stretching break, actually. I'll watch that later. There's Warhammer reveals going on. Oh, you're delivering that tomorrow to us. Afraid there's been a change of plans. We already have all the beasts we require here. Instead, this one is to go to the Imperative to the west. Please see it to the handler on duty, Silly Vantu. If you encounter trouble along the path, return here and I'll set you right wise. Well, that works out for me then. Figures that I should have sabotaged my own checkpoint, but whatever. Oh, the lust of my morrow. Thanks, friends. You may leave the beast with me. It's not going to teleport me anywhere. Oh. Hey, I don't believe I know you. Did you join the Guard recently? Huh. So that's the way of it. Well, you managed to arrive, and that's all that matters in the end. I bid you welcome to the Hostile Imperative, one of our key strongholds in Lakeland. The first thing you'll want to do is report to the captain. You'll find her at the lookout across the way. Talk to the Amaro Keep. There you are, Lina. So it seems that rather than the Amaro delivering you, you delivered the Amaro. Well, not thank you. I expect all my soldiers to make themselves useful. Speaking of which, I have a task for you. Oh, right, that's the uniform. In readiness for the operation, the Amaro will need to be treated with the same serum as us. As you well know, however, it is not pleasant. In order to coax them into taking it, we have sprinkled it on their fodder. All that remains is to feed it to them. And a task I am sure you will enjoy. Fetch the fodder from the Amaro launch and see to 4 of the beasts. Dismissed. Beers for fears, nice. Let's see what the sentry captain has to say. Needs their current? Yeah, makes sense. treated fodder. Don't kick me, don't kick me, don't kick me, don't kick me. Yumaro happily devours the fodder. Of course it's up on the platform. Ether current. Oh, I almost have all the walking ones. And it's within this camp. Yumaro absent-mindedly munches on the fodder. Anxious tomorrow. Indolent tomorrow was the other one. Yumaro is wary at first, but appetite eventually wins out, and it accepts the fodder. Equable Yumaro. The Yumaro reels at the smell, but accepts the fodder nonetheless. Alright, hopefully it doesn't dump it all in my image. Hold on. Let me make sure I have space for everything. Yes, yes. Barely, actually. Linen robe. Do I even need that? Okay, I don't need any of the gathering stuff. I don't think I need crafting stuff either now that I have all the crafters to level 50. Lakeland Coat of Fending. Oh, that actually looks like pretty decent. I'll probably glam over it, but, you know, it's there, so. Tiger Skin Coat of Fending. Did I only get that as intermediate gear? Antiquated Abyss. Curious. Why not? I haven't glammed that yet. Okay. Okay, I can glam that, Okay. I have room. So it's mostly the chest that is lacking. Okay, I can just get rid of this one. Been an undershirt. Whoa. Okay, damn. Yeah, it sells for 47 gil. That's fine. Since I'm up to level 70 and all my gatherers, I don't need gathering gear that is under the, like, script gear. Yumaro are fed. Good. The rest have been already dosed. We need not fear any of our mounts succumbing to the dream powder. All units have now entered the final stages of preparations. The time is now. Get ready and await deployment atop the main watchtower. I'll send your uniform along as soon as it arrives. That is all. May the night smile upon us. Alright, let's see. Can I not take a lift? Watch me be able to take a lift up there, and I'm just, like, not even looking for it. So nice of them to include ramps, though. This is a very quick ascent. Now, during the operation, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Item level sync to 395. That's fine, actually. Those are the dual more troops. Okay.
Keep moving. What now?
The Crystarium, I guess. Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
Luckily, we have more than a handful. Also, for how long is the serum effective? That's kind of what I'm wondering.
You're gonna be... Sound the alarm!
Captain, the powder has taken effect.
Let's get to it.
It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
I don't quite have her accent down. And actually, I don't think really all that close when you think of it. Ooh, do I get a beer can person? First contingents have already entered. Let's follow. going around, right? That's what the enemy's battle cry is.
Oh god!
Right, tank. Gotcha. Not picking off everyone. One more may boast the world's largest army. But woman for woman, they are no less mighty. We are no less mighty.
Leave this to me! Give them a shot!
Let's just keep an eye out for Ah, okay. Ultimate got from the voice. Alright, I'll bring an Alphanor thing behind. Way ahead of you. Alright, bring it. I am liking the little Z bubbles. They're coming up. Did I go the wrong way? Ah. I did. Thank you for not engaging them without me. Do we get to use the airship to escape? Thank you. Are you from the Crystarium? Correct. We've come to rescue you. Your weapons, made to the same specifications as Thancred's. Be ready to use them. Understood. Please lead the way. Let's rejoin the others and quit this place. Agreed. All of us trouble because of me. I'm so sorry. Save your apologies until after we've escaped. Too quiet. Too quiet. Uh-oh, they're not doing so well. Is that Ranjit? Oh, this will not end well. Alright, let's fucking go. Bring it. Brazen thieves. You will regret coming here. Stay there while I tend to burn. Where can I fly? It's good to be unlucky. We hurt much. Cannot maintain this onslaught further. We're prepared to run. You will do no such thing. Take off! What? Ah, come on, he just does some bullshit story power. Now it is just you and to sterner stuff than the rest. Oh god, that's an asteroid. A meteor or whatever. I have a feel that tanks that. Diplomats, do my bidding. Ordinary soldier. Oh, he did this to bait out the warrior of light, probably. Yep. Those to go off. Okay, cool.
Why do you persist in this folly?
It's a system that I will allow. Go off. I have your mission. Games.
It's over.
Oh. Know your folly. Alright, well, shit. I thought that was going pretty well. A bit slow, but...
You, boy. You bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks. By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Yulmore.
Yo! Did not expect Thancred to show up right now. Even though it was really well foreshadowed.
Thancred?
So, you are the wretch who stole her from us.
And what if I am? What?
Pathetic.
Honestly, doing this as a monk would have been
Such
fun.
as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
But I thought he couldn't channel either. Clever. That I was not expecting.
Break!
The cube. Oh, it was the Exarch who teleported them out of it. You just needed the conduit of, you need the, like, Thancred to do it.
Fool! You would see your city razed.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
I don't think he will. Not yet.
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. But you would do well to tread warily, for your quarry goes to a place where even Yulmore dare not bear its steel. Ilmeg, the Fairy Kingdom.
Yeah? I didn't realize that was the plan.
To think that mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds. Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course. And now the plan has gone awry.
What the fuck is Emmett Selk doing here? I guess he is an asshole.
How did the so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the Source to the First? As if I didn't have enough on my hands already.
Am I supposed to know that he's Emmett Selk? I guess it's not too hard to put together, but...
Then again, with a soul such as that,
mayhap there is another way. One which does not require bloodshed.
Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbert.
Verbert.
A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk. Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
Ilmeg.
We should be safe enough here. It's good to see you again, my friends. I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
Been about a year for me.
Why, it only feels like 1 to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together, hunting Sin Eaters. But as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own. I found her too late to stop the Ulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Ilmeg. And here we are.
Well, your assistance is welcome.
Urianger has called this place home for a while now. Yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Urianger's hospitality for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here. Sooner or later, the Ulmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish 2 things. First, rendezvous with Urianger.
Yeah, that one seems obvious.
And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
Get the Fae on our side? Or just so that...
So, Minfilia. What made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world. I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close and I knew I had to go to them.
And instead of communicating this, you ran off on your own and got captured?
But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Yulmore. And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
Thancred, that's out of line.
I'm sorry. Thank you for saving me.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
Poor thing.
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, let's away that frown and have some fun with us. Yes, let's have some fun. Lots and lots of fun.
Which way was it to Urianger's?
We've been there so many times, but I can't. Why can't I remember?
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
Fey trick. Ilmeg is the fairy kingdom, and as one might expect, it is home to the Fey folk. Most prominent among them are the pixies, who have a penchant for making mischief. These powerful illusions to play tricks on all who venture into their domain. By way of an example, they can make a familiar path seem wholly unfamiliar, or lead you to believe that you're someone you're not. And we are now, I am sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. As it stands, we cannot hope to find the way to Urianger. For that, we must convince the pixies to lift the spell. What I could make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find their village. Leader Lran. Come. I have a sneaking suspicion this path will lead us directly into their midst. Might have been Lever Ran. Oh, and I should mention that Menphilia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds and our mission. You may consider her an ally. Hot bread. What the hell are you wearing? I'm gonna see where this okay, this is gonna go to an etherite, but I need to go take my pills real quick. Alright, well, Horus Heresy is getting new Custody stuff, which is sick. No, I want 40k to get those Custodies things. Well, here we are. Yet the Pixies are nowhere to be seen. Knowing them, their games have already begun. In which case... Arden, there is a variety of plant native to these parts with a distinctive furrowed tip. Looking grass is its name. So called because it can be used to spy pixies, believe it or not. I'll explain how I know of all this later. But first, I need you to help me find someone. Oh, if a voice calls to you, under no circumstances should you respond. You'll only subject yourself to further mischief. Alright, I need to get up and, like, walk around. And take my pills. So, enjoy an idling camera while I'm gone. Okay, I'm back. I wanted to watch some of the Warhammer reveals. Face scrub. Me when I'm a fairy who is bad at fighting games. Search the scrub but find nothing resembling looking grass. Suddenly, a voice rings out. Do not respond to it. I'm too clever by half. I shall seek my fun elsewhere. You search the scrub, but find nothing resembling looking grass. Suddenly, a voice rings out. Greetings, mortal. What is your name? Oh, you don't have a name? How very, very sad. I could have had so much fun with it. Okay, this is getting old. We need to, check there. Did I check all the way over here? I don't think so. I'm gonna go up here. Yeah, there's one. Searching the scrub, you find what appears to be a looking grass. Suddenly, a voice rings out. Oh, a visitor. Where are you from, pray tell? Perhaps this one's hard of hearing. What brings you here? Stone deaf. How boring. Still, taking a glance at our village is as good as indulging in our hospitality. Too early to turn you away. Stay a while. Stay forever. Your body begins to feel heavy. Oh god. Your will is not entirely your own. I take it you met with some trouble. Apologies for subjecting you to that. Can I assume from your presence that you managed to find us some looking grass? Yes, this is the stuff. Thus armed, we should be able to see through the pixie's veil of invisibility. And seeing them is the first step to dealing with them. Come, let's gather everyone and put Urianger's little trick to good use.
Farasitha, Krakleath.
Oh, that was Gallic. I'm pretty sure.
No! We're found! How did this mortal know our trick?
Aggressively Scottish.
Wait! I recognize their souls. These two have been here before. Look! Twins! How adorable!
Oh!
Lee, with us!
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Urianger.
Oh yes, Urianger, the peculiar one.
They probably have a real fun time with him.
Meg, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Oh, that was so much fun! We must do it again!
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
Shall we? Should we? Would we?
What now?
I don't know, but this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Alisaie's just gonna start busting skulls.
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition: that you first lend us a helping hand, or 2, or 3.
And what would that entail?
Once you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Urianger, Pixie's honor.
I have my doubts.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores. I suggest we split up.
What? And I just get left here? Alright. So in. What the hell? Oh, look at me, look at me. I have a task for you. Evil Run is our beloved village, and we want it to always look lovely. And if it can't look lovely without flowers blooming, no flowers bloom lovelier than Everblooms. So, here are some Everbloom seeds. Take them and sow them here, there, and everywhere around the village. Simple as the dimple, yes? I'm sorry, I have a dinosaur-filled sack? Oh, I can't wait for the flowers to bloom. Perhaps I'll make pretty gardens out of them. So loud. Oh, nice, there's a delivery Moogle. Mortal, mortal, hear my play. Our precious children are thirsty, and I need you to bring them water. Who are our children, you ask? Why, they're the leafmen you see standing about our village. Adorable, aren't they? Now, you'll need to go to Longmere and Lake and draw the water. Once you have it, see that the children have a good cleaning. Oh, but be warned. The Froth make their home in the lake. They tend to play rough, so have care. It wants me to plant them up there. That's... well, that's annoying, frankly. Helping us grow flowers, are you? They'll make this house look so much lovelier. There used to be a city of mortals here. Great big bustling place called Verbert or some such. But the Sin Eaters came and everyone disappeared. Since then, we Pexes have been living there, and we're giving the old houses a touch. Lovely, don't you think? So hungry I may faint. Fruit. A little fruit will set me alright. God, my accent is all over the place. I cannot keep a straight Scottish accent to save my life right now. I'm like jumbling it with Irish and British. My deepest apologies. You go and fetch some for me. Just outside the village you'll find a hillock. 2 great bell trees grow out there. If you give them a shake, they should render up their sweet, succulent pardons. You're done sowing the seeds. Thank you. This shall help Lever Lan live up to its name, which means Flower House, in case you weren't aware. We weren't always here, you know. We used to live deep in a lush forest. It was beautiful beyond compare. Almost all of it was swallowed up by light. For a while we roamed. Eventually we found a place that men had abandoned. Together with our fellow Fey folk, we decided to make it our new home. The land of everlasting spring. This is our home. That could be yours too. Ever and ever and ever. Let's oh, required level 72. Okay, well I'll do this one with Dark Knight then. Except the weapon. Do we give our monk some gear, or do we wait for something else? Oh hey, monk is 72. Right, linen set. Yeah, sure. Alright, that's item level 400. What does the weapon look like then? In hand. Deep gold knuckles. Huh. Interesting. No, I wanted that outfit to be more revealing. It's a shame. I liked it better the other way. I'll leave it for now. Oh, right, because I got the Skaven stuff. So I don't need the deep gold stuff for now. I can just glamour it, assuming... Nobian hood, the fuck? Okay. Starium Helm, Deep Gold. Wings of Fending, that's actually sick as hell. Okay, sort. Deep Gold Mail Offending. Oh, I didn't get gloves. Whatever. Okay, there's one. Monsieur Hot Bread. Or Mademoiselle Hot Bread, either way. A bug comes tumbling down with the fruit. Okay. There you go. Oop, does it want me to jump? It wants me to jump down. There we go. That's the fall damage I was looking for. I feel like I should start doing fighting games on stream. I think that'd be fun. A bit less of this reactive stuff and more kind of like explaining gameplay, but also figuring it out, but also kind of getting people backseating, but not really. 90 blood gauge. Give the water to the leafman. Can't believe I have not upgraded my gauntlets. Which are kind of unable to apply glamour plates here. Roger that. Totally missed you. My apologies. Alright, I'm probably gonna complete these. I'm literally like falling asleep at the wheel here though, so I gotta probably call it in a minute. My apologies. I'm just very out of it this week. Need to, I don't know if I need to take it easy or I need to like be more focused. I'm gonna take a minute and like kind of regroup today, I think. I have a few hours before I need to go into work, but it is rough out here. We're giving water to our children. Oh, thank you ever so much. They're all very dear to us. They wandered into Ilmeg as stray mortals. We grew attached to them and decided to take them in. You and yours would have been our children too, but the enchantment didn't catch as well as we'd hoped. It's never too late, of course. Let's go a little bit further, actually. Let's meet Urianger. And then I think I'll have enough space to call it. I think I've also become more reliant on caffeine, so I need to be mindful of that. So hungry. Did you get the fruit? Oh, thank you ever so much. You saved me. You saved me from my boredom. You should have seen the look on your face when the box came down. Ah, you've done me a great service, morsel. There's one thing we Pixies are serious about. It's having fun. Dull and painful things. Hate them. Sin eaters are dull and painful both, so hate them especially. We mortals try to fight those monstrosities, but there's no fun in that. Best to avoid them altogether, we say. Okay, Thancred, please save me from this madness. Yep. How goes it, Auden? Well, I've run a few chores for them. So, a mix of menial tasks and pranks. Yes, that pretty much sums up my own experience. They have no troubles worthy of the name. How long are we supposed to keep at this? They're clearly playing with us. Indeed. If I inquire about how much more there is to be done, the answer is ever the same. A little. I doubt they have any intention of releasing us in the near future. Urianger once told me a story about the Pixies. They are born from the souls who died as children. Or so it's believed. Though they don't have memories of their previous lives, they desire to have fun remains imprinted on their souls. And so they live only to play, keeping hapless mortals for their pleasure for years on end. Sometimes even until death. In the past, when I sought to identify the true nature of ghosts, I came upon literature examining a similar subject. The soul was likened to a core that resides in the ether, and its presence is what differentiates us from such beings as sprites and arcane entities. Upon death, said core ordinarily dissipates alongside the ether that composed the flesh. However, it may be held together and bound to the corporeal realm, either by the will of its owners or by means of certain arts. In time, the soul may regather ether unto itself to assume another form, or find newly emerged life in which to abide. Pixies may be one such instance of this. If ghosts were merely souls without bodies, what does that make us? I think you become that which you fear most, brother dearest. However the Pixies came into being, if we leave them to judge when they are satisfied, they will never be satisfied. Nay, we must negotiate new terms with the creatures. Where to begin? Seems to me we would need at least one among them to sympathize with us. In the course of your chores, did any encounter a pixie who seemed even faintly amenable to reason? Eoul? What? You knew a pixie from before? Wait, when did I know a pixie? Not only are you acquainted, but you've entered into a pact. You might have mentioned this sooner. Oh, right, the guy who helped us, or the pixie who helped us, bring all our stuff over. At any rate, I dare to hope this will offer us a way out. Without further delay, then, some of this Eoul, if you please. Say Fail. That explains the choice, huh? Too far away. Voice rings out in your mind. So, my sapling has finally remembered about his lovely branch. It was such a half-hearted call, he may as well lock me off and cast me aside. I have no sapling. If that's your idea of a fervent call, a sodden log could do it with more fire. The loveliest of branches, please grant me your succor.
You're late! Late! I've been waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting and waiting and waiting. But my sapling didn't so much as utter my name. Such a heartless thing he is. Cold and cruel and heartless!
Okay, well damn. I'm just really happy to see you.
Another self-important little brat. Just what we need.
Hot
Reminds
meat
me of
kettle.
my childhood.
Yep.
All right, I'm sorry. It was a joke. Honestly, just a joke.
Nah, he's right for that though.
But just now you called for me so earnestly, so fervently. I couldn't possibly stay angry at you. Very well. As your lovely branch, I will lend you my strength.
Well. If it isn't Theo, the mold field. It's been too long.
Not long enough for you
Wish
to think
they'd
of
show
any new
the
games, though,
texture lines
apparently.
Gallic.
If I were you, I'd be bored of myself.
Heh.
Now let me make something clear. That mortal is mine. No matter what you do, he will never be yours. Never, ever!
I didn't realize we had entered into a pact with Feo.
Oh,
I guess
not
I
even a
glossed over that.
But what about the others? Surely we can keep them.
No, you can't keep them either. They're for my amusement and mine alone.
Heh.
And if you lay so much as a finger on my sapling, I'll scatter the contents of his bag all over your precious village.
Don't do that.
There'll be cold, hard metal, furry, festering food,
Aye.
stinky, sweaty small clothes, and...
Okay, that's accurate.
And all manner of other terrible, unmentionable things. How would you like that,
All right. But will you not at least let us play with the twins? Just while the others go and see Urianger?
Aye, that's all we ask. And we promise we'll play nicely.
It seems we won't be joining you.
Aye! We'll reveal the hidden Fernic to you at once.
Oh wow, this looks so much nicer.
So this is the true Ilmeg.
How are you feeling?
Better. I think I remember the way now.
Apologies for the delay. Shall we go and see Urianger?
Yes, please. Oh my god.
Your lovely branch is useful, yes? So whenever you're in trouble, you must remember to make use of me!
Alright. It's a good reminder. I'll take it to heart. Did I tune the ether right here? No, I did not. Glad I caught that. Alright. Oh. For alpha no analysis sakes, I'll just be quick. It'd be a shame to return only to find they had been made to play one game too many. Now, the place we seek is the abandoned manor of a nobleman in Scotland. The Bookman Shelves, it's called, after the fellow's vast collection of tomes. Agreeable habitat for our friend, I'm sure you'll agree. If we follow the path north, we should soon find the place. Come along. Okay. Locus terribilis. What will I do with this 90% blood gauge? Oh, also I got taken out of tank stance, dang it. Ah, yeah, that's probably it. Volkeldorf. Discover a new location, the Bookman Shelves. Senor Otter. And here we are at long last. I give you Urianger's humble abode. Come, let us see if he's home.
Urianger, are you in?
Unto a world weary of heroes, a hero wends his way.
Well, hello to you
the
too.
Exarch did send word that thou wouldst seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon.
Remind me how long you've been here?
Full glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails.
I don't know about that. I feel worse off in some
Run along,
areas.
Minfilia. We will meet you outside.
But...
Another one for you to imbue, if you'd be so kind.
Dude.
I take it thou hast met with our other comrades already?
All except Y'shtola. Or I think all except Y'shtola. Let me do a... Yeah, because Ida did not get taken here. Or Lys, sorry.
That Master Alphino and Mistress Alize now travel in thy company is of great comfort to me. As for the rest, it beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Light Wardens, and perforce the war with Yulmore. Hark thee then to my words, and through them behold the vision that I did glimpse, that of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
It's crazy for you to have a vision.
As I drifted hither to the first, traversing the boundary twixt reality and potentiality, I did bear witness to events yet to come. There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald. So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back. Ilm by painful Ilm at first, then Yalm by Yalm, and Malm by Malm in time. Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand. Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile: Black Rose. Its potency defied all reckoning. Once released, the gas took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides.
Yeah, that makes sense.
From fighters upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared. And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel. Nor did the land itself escape unscathed, for spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil.
Ah, yeah. It's literally just eliminating a ton of ether.
To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law giving way, inevitably, to the rule of might. Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner of the world. Nations worthy of the name did then cease to exist. And those souls brave and true who might have risen to restore order
Tataru, Kryl. Is Kryl still in the first? Ankred, Y'shtola. No, Alize and me.
were no more. For the weapon spared not one, not even thee.
I guess it's glad I'm here then.
An endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose. Such is the legacy of the 8th Umbral Calamity which I did behold.
A legacy which has yet come to pass, right?
No matter the cost, we must forestall this tragedy. To that end, I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery. That of Black Rose's inexplicable potency.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because we still don't know how it works.
Come.
Not fully. I mean, Gaius has found a bit of how it works, but... Oh, cool, more exposition.
Dost thou recognize yonder chart?
Yeah, it's the kinds of ether. It's a chart of the elements, indeed.
Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source. As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements,
Wind,
in addition to
water,
which
fire.
there exist 2 poles in
Lightning is
fundamental
opposite
opposition.
Interesting.
Astral, the active. Umbral, the passive.
Ah, okay.
As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral.
Okay.
Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer.
Light and shadow?
Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the first had called it darkness.
Oh.
At this, did my mind begin to race. Yet 'twas only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility
It's
being
backwards from
as
what I would've
purest
expected.
white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
Lightning belongs with light. I guess that makes sense.
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes? I'm no
Hmm.
etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the first is rooted in the generation of the 2 forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects. Which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
Good question.
'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already possess sufficeth to explain the chain of events.
Wait, so is this the...
The phenomenon
The
of
first
etheric
poster?
thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis, flowing in from the first to stifle the movement of ether within the land.
Okay, gotcha.
And according to Master Alphino, Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings.
So it's a force of the light.
Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the first were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
We would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity. Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing. Our objective, however, remains unchanged.
Agreed.
We are to eliminate the Light Warden of Ilneg. Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
Aye. 'Tis all but certainly ensconced within Leargear, the castle which standeth in the midst of the lake. To enter said stronghold, we must needs turn to the pixies for aid. Fortunately, I have become quite adept at courting their cooperation. Henceforth shall I accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
Okay. Okay, let's just take a sec to review. The phenomenon of etheric thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis flowing in from the first to stifle the movement of ether within the land. Right, because it's replete with light stuff. According to Master Elf, no Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings. Such a weapon would be unleashed even as the first were rejoined. complete as it is with light. So it's stasis meaning stasis. Two of the same forces being compounded. But the first would have like too much momentum going into it, such that the ether flowing from it has already kind of like dragged it to the rejoining happening. I think I'm understanding that correctly. My friend, ere I speak of the task at hand, there is a question I would pose to thee. What thinkest thou of mine appearance? Slay, did you take up astrology? Indeed. Though the night be lost behind the shroud of blinding light, doubt not that the stars shine still. I have chosen to avail myself of their guidance, that I might navigate the sea of uncertainty that stretches before us. For a blessing, my prior studies of astrology did provide me with adequate grounding in the art. But enough of myself. Let us now speak of our task. As I did mention, if we are to enter Lehigia, we must needs gain the Pixies' cooperation. This is a simple matter of presenting unto them a suitable gift. I shall procure a selection of viands and that shall please their palates. Then pray assist me in this endeavor. Meanwhile, Arden, I bid thee obtain that which will please their eyes. In these parts there abideth a vilekin known for its beauteous wings, the hawker. I shall lend thee a receptacle within which thou mayst capture a weakened specimen. Oh, I see. So now you get to go about, basically at the beginning to all the zones and get all the stuff, all the ether currents. Right, don't kill it. Nice. First try. Amphilia, how are you doing? Let's check up on you.
Oh, no need to worry about me. I'm quite familiar with the manor. During our wanderings, Thancred and I would often return here. It's where I imbue his ammunition.
So he can't use ether stuff. Thou art returned. Wert thou able to capture a hawker? Ah, truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once to make fast their vibrant colors. Thancred too shall return anon, upon which I shall ready all the items for the presentation. Pray, take thine ease meanwhile.
"'Tis done. The Pixies shall be well pleased with these gifts. Ah, lest I forget.
Oh? Wait, I know that. It's the Ascian
White
killing
auracite,
thing. Yeah.
newly forged for thy use.
How did you get this?
Our mission being to thwart a rejoining, we will most assuredly cross paths with those who crave the contrary. Our eternal enemies. Thus did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion a trap for the Ascian's essence.
Fair enough, actually. It's one advantage of the first.
May I come in now?
You may indeed, assuming you've finished.
Ingrid, you got some shit to work on.
I did as you asked.
That's my girl, thank you.
Oh, he's a dad.
I should probably explain. Though my body remained behind in the source, its limitations saw fit to accompany me. Which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether.
Yeah.
I took up the gunblade for its defensive advantages, but on account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself. Luckily for me, Minfilia has quite a talent for it.
Minfilia, once we set forth, we are not like to return for some while. If thou wouldst choose tomes to take with thee, let it be now.
Really? May I?
Yeah, go for it.
Of course, my dear. Yet have care thou dost not add overmuch to thy burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire.
She can carry her own books.
Hast thou spoken to him of thine encounter with the Minfilia of Eld?
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any. As you know, I freed young Minfilia from captivity in Yulmore some 3 years past. Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Armareng, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted. 'Twas there that she awakened. The Minfilia of old. My Minfilia.
Oh, echo time. Haven't had that in a little bit.
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Ascian. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope. In my name, each has died, never having lived her own life. I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
Ah, okay. She's taking
But
more
what of your
passive.
suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair! I will not stand for it. I cannot! There must be something we can do. Tell me!
Should the day come when this child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside, then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all. Imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
That, I would like to see
And
that.
what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
It It is not their decision to make. It is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's. You have ever watched over me, Thancred. Now I ask that you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her. Stand by her as you stood by me. There is much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
Minfilia, wait!
What happened?
So is he trying to get her to give up on fighting? 'Cause that's kind of mean. Not just kind of, I mean, that's threatening to her existence.
And then she was gone. Minfilia, the girl, claims to have no recollection of any of it. I have told her many things. Where we came from, what we fight for. But of that day, I have not spoken.
That is wise. How do you want this to end?
With the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
I'm sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
That is well. Now, if all is in order, let us set forth for Lida Loran.
Oh, it's BH that's V. Anyway. Alright, well that was an expedition. Sure, it was an expedition, but also an exposition dump. An expedition mump and an exposition... wait. Expedition sump. There we go. I am not walking that far, I am teleporting back. Ooh, well, this will probably level me up.
We weren't expecting you all back so soon.
We'd scarcely begun playing with the twins.
That said, your gifts are truly wonderful.
Let me tell you, the milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day, and the wings are the loveliest we've ever seen. You've done us a great kindness, and it's Fae custom to return the gesture. If you desire anything of us, you need but name it. Night World silver piece.
So, what is it you desire? Rusty old coins like you mortals are wont to collect, perhaps?
We are resolved to vanquish the Light Warden of this land. To that end, we desire entry into Leagia.
It's a strange thing to wish for. You might as well ask for your death. But if that is what you want,
Who are we to argue?
very well. I shall speak with the others. You've clearly been busy, Urianger. Would you be so kind to tell us what we've missed?
Discussing the nature of ether and whatnot, and trying to uncover the secrets of Black Rose.
So that was the purpose of the gifts. Is there anything you can tell us about this Light Warden?
I, my lady, by circumstances most tragic, Light Warden of this land,
is our king and ruler, Titania. Was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first Light Warden at Thrathraholm, you see. Fought it and won. But all the horrible light that came out went and corrupted them, turning them into a new Light Warden. Now they're king only in name. Not the remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be. We had no choice but to see them in that castle. Magic for breaking the seal we divided into 4 and wove each into a different relic we kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. It's been in our safekeeping for years and years, but we've decided to entrust it to you.
Are you sure?
Of course. Custom demands it. Well, you're most certainly going to your death. We thought we should at least let you try. That way we get to watch what happens. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics too. Shell crown is with the Fuath, stone scepter is with the new Maw, and the crystal shoes are with the Amaro. Good luck finding them all!
The facts thus disclosed confirm mine own understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. First, let us here to the lake, where there to claim the shell crown from the Fuath. If we call to them before the untouchable gate, they will answer. Alright. I'm going to end it there for today. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for watching, if you're watching a VOD. Please, get up, stretch, hydrate, eat, get groceries. That's what I need to do. Eat healthy, eat your vegetables. If you don't like eating vegetables, stick them in a blender and blend it brown, suck it down. Or make green curry. Learn how to make green curry. It's a great option. I will see you all later. Yeah, have a good one. Bye now.